All right, before we get started for the RBC Canadian, I want to talk about next week, and it's the PGA Championship. I'm going to be running another free roll contest for my followers, for my members of my site. Basically, I'm going to give away a prize pack that you can see there to the highest score in a free roll that I put together. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. If you're interested, stay around. If not, let's get to the RBC Canadian. The RBC Canadian Open will be played at Glen Abbey Golf Club in Ontario, Canada. It was played here last year and then in 2013. So if you're looking for course history specifically, remember that it was not played at Glen Abbey in 2014. There are 4 par 5s on this par 72, which we'll talk much more about here in a minute. Jason Day is your defending champion, and it is going to be all about eagles this week. The course is usually very gettable. There's usually a lot of low scores. Last year, the players recorded 82 eagles, which was the most in any tournament since 2008. Jason Day and Dustin Johnson are both going to be excellent picks for this week, and they're going to be very popular, but I don't want you to forget about Matt Kuchar. He's 10,600, and he's just been unbelievably solid this season. 8th in total strokes gained. He's also 8th in scoring average on tour, and he's not known as a long hitter, but he absolutely kills par 5s. A 4.62 scoring average on par 5s, which puts him 38th on tour, and then a 46.3 percentage, that's birdie or better percentage, which is 28th on tour. If you take out the majors of this month, his 5 other tournaments, he has finished a T3, T4, T6, 3rd, and T3. It does not get any better than that. He's unbelievably hot right now, and great history here. He had a T7 and a T2 in the last 2 editions of this tournament that were actually played at Glen Abbey, and in between, he put together a T4 just for good measure. I wouldn't be doing you the justice if I did not talk about Emiliano Grillo, who will be very popular this week, checking in at $8,500. Quite frankly, his pricing is just wrong, and I'll show you a graph here and we can discuss why. This is a scatter plot that I put together based on DraftKings salary and odds to win the tournament according to Las Vegas. You have to understand that DraftKings pricing is very efficient for the PGA. It almost is identically mirrored to the Las Vegas odds on a player to win the tournament. So that means the inefficiencies in pricing are usually pretty slim in PGA, and when you find them, you have to take advantage. Well, Grillo this week is absolutely a misprice. He's 35 to 1, which is better odds to win than guys who are actually more expensive than he is. So he's the rare combination of better odds and cheaper than some of his counterparts, and you can see he's pointed out there on the chart at 8,500 and 35 to 1, where he just sticks out like a sore thumb. You can see the rest of it is pretty efficient, pretty in line with what we would expect, but Emiliano is not. And if we look back at why he's playing so well right now, or why he will be popular, is he's uber accurate off the tee. He's 13th on tour in fairways hit, and even better in total driving, where he ranks 2nd. He's posted 3 top 15s in his last 4 events, including, I believe it was a T12 last week at the Open. And he played this tournament well last year. He actually ended up finishing in a tie for 22nd, but he opened with a 64. He was your first round leader. Shows he can go very low at this course, and he should be ready to do so again this week. All right, and finally, we'll end with a really deep value here. It's Luke List, a guy who I was on probably a few months ago and really haven't touched since. He's $6,600. He's a very long hitter in a softer field like we are going to see this week. He is at least an appealing option. He's 9th in driving distance, so the guy can absolutely bomb it. He has missed 4 of his last 6 cuts. However, he's made 2 of his last 3, and he's coming off a tie for 20th last week at the Barracuda. He absolutely destroys par 5s, and those are going to be so important this week that I think List is going to be an option. And I'll show you another chart here. And now what you're looking at here is DraftKings salary on the y-axis on the left and par 5 birdie or better percentage across the bottom there. If you look at the far right, you'll see Luke List towards the bottom. That's actually really good because it means that he has a low salary under 7,000, but he has basically the same par 5 birdie or better percentage as Jason Day. Obviously, I don't think he's better than Jason Day, but that is a statistic that's going to be very important this week. And you can see the rest of the field generally correlates with where you'd expect them with DraftKings salary, so it's pretty fair here. But List is the one guy, much like Emiliano, that really sticks out on this chart. And then very quickly, just to wrap up how good he is on par 5s, he is the 14th best on par 5 scoring average on tour, 6th best in birdie or better. So he's a guy that should be able to take advantage of those par 5s, which are going to be very, very important this week. All right, if you hung around for free roll information, here it is. I'm going to run a free roll GPP on DraftKings next week for the PGA Championship, which is the 4th and final major. It is a finale to the major season, a thank you from me for following, for subscribing, for engaging me all season long. We're going to continue to make these videos till the end of the golf season, but this is kind of the unofficial end of the major year, or the official end of the major year, but still plenty of golf left. I've picked out some stuff that I like, so I'm hoping you like too. It's going to be a PGA Championship flag. It's going to be the official golf towel, the official poker chip, an official hat, all that good stuff. And in the past, when I've done this, it's filled up much quicker than I anticipated, and that's kudos to you guys, and thanks for moving on it. But I can only do 100 people in a free roll on DraftKings, so I think it's fair if I open it up to subscribers of my website first, which is dfsondemand.com. So I will give the pro members of DFS on Demand probably a 24-hour head start. After that, I'm going to open it up to the public. I'm going to blast it out on Twitter. I'll send an email out to my email list, and just go public with it after that. And then anybody else can sign up. Basically, if you want to make sure that you get notified, either be a member, a pro member of DFS On Demand, or go to the site right now, and I have a sign up at the bottom of the screen. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. It's at DFS On Demand. I'll probably be tweeting about it quite a bit. And good luck. If you win it, I think it'll be really cool, and it's just a thank you from me. So that's basically it. Do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up below so I know that you like it, and I'll keep making them, and good luck this week.